Hello everyone, good day. We are Group 7 and the members of the group are Helen Lenorias, Daniel Melendres, Kudit Chestrin Vinco, and me, Richelle Linabog. We are assigned to discuss the teacher and the community, school culture, and organizational leadership. So here are the objectives. At the end of this chapter, you should be able to identify the ethical and professional behavior of teachers and the community by giving concrete examples. Explain on the community's expectations from teachers and teachers' expectation from communities, and examine how the code of ethics can help or guide teacher in day-to-day performance or tasks of his work, hence resulting in a good teacher. We all know that the job of teachers is to help students learn the academic basics, but they also teach valuable life lessons by setting a positive example. As a role models, teachers must follow a professional code of ethics. This ensures that students receive a fair, honest, and uncompromising education. A professional code of ethics outlines teachers' main responsibilities to their students and defines the rule in the students' lives. Above all, teachers must demonstrate integrity, impartiality, and ethical behavior in the classroom and their conduct with parents and co-workers. The very title of this unit indicates that teachers are expected to be part of the community. To be part of the community means to participate in the life of that community. What is that community referred to here? So the 8th section of Article 3 of the Code of Ethics refer to the community within the school and the community outside the school. So how can teachers be part of the community? You can write your answer in the comments section.
Good day everyone, especially to you Dr. Bidoya. So I am Helen Rubilanorias, and today I will be sharing with you the different ethical conduct or responsibilities of a teacher. So what are those ethical behaviors or ethical responsibilities that a teacher should possess or the teacher should do inside or outside the classroom or inside the school premises? So the first one is being with students. So they are entrusted with the role of providing a quality education to all students in the classroom. As a part of ethics, they cannot exhibit favoritisms towards any particular student or even show discriminations against any of them. He or she ought to interact with the pupils in an appropriate manner without taking any advantage. They must keep minimum contact with students outside the school premises, and if need arises, it must be related to some school event or function. So being with students is one of the responsibilities of a teacher, and this responsibility emphasizes the importance of treating all students fairly without exhibiting favoritism or discrimination. So teachers must interact with their students appropriately and avoid taking advantage of their position of authority. So furthermore, they should limit their contact with students outside the school premises, and any such contact should be related to school events or functions. For example, a teacher who shows favoritism towards a particular student may provide them with preferential treatment in terms of grades, opportunities, or attention. And this favoritism or this kind of situation can create an unfair and inequitable learning environment for other students. So, ang kanisang instance nga favoritism is very common na siya sa ato. As a student, we already witness this kind of situation kaya it is not the responsibility of a teacher to exhibit that kind of responsibility or that kind of behavior kay as a professional they should treat their students fairly, equitably, or unsa pa na nga maka-feel sa student ka they are all equal. Another is that kanang discrimination, di ba? Discrimination can manifest in various forms such as treating certain students differently based on their race, gender, ethnicity, or socioeconomic status. Such behavior can be harmful and may impact the academic and emotional well-being of students. So, this discrimination also exists sa classroom, di ba? Examples is, kanang nasa ibang mga teachers nga, imbis sila mo'y sultian sa estudyante sa problema, like, gibuli ang estudyante. So, naiuban, kay before mo tabang is, kanang makatawan pa lang ang estudyante, or unsa pa na. So, naiuban sa mga teachers sa classroom nga, kanang kuan, mag-joke-joke towards sa estudyante or appearance sa estudyante or sa ilang status baron, sa ilang gender. So, that behaviors are really not the behaviors of professionals. So, ang teacher, this responsibility of a teacher nga being with students, kay they should kanang treat their students equally. And then another example for this is, it is the responsibility of a teachers also nga to limit their contact with the students outside the school premises. Nga naman kay naasad to di ba sa social media, naasad to ni viral na teacher nga nakig-hang night out sa mga estudyante, and then naasad to teacher nga tungod kay nakig-jam siya sa mga estudyante niya, and then he is kanang kuan ba, he is kanang gay baron nga teacher. So nakig-night out siya, and then ang kuan ato is mura gitripan siya, and then gipatay siya sa estudyante. So mauna dayon to ang hinungdan nganong na-propose to ang DepEd Order number 49, in which kanang DepEd personnel are told to avoid relationships, interaction, communication, including following social media with learners outside the school setting, and except sa if they are relatives. However, katong teachers nga they are not related sa mga estudyante is giprohibit na, or they should avoid kanang interaction outside the school premises. By adhering these ethical guidelines, this ethical responsibility nga being with student, teachers can promote a safe, respectful, and inclusive learning environment that supports the success and well-being of all the students. So the next one is safety for all students. So what is this safety for all students? Talks about the responsibility of a teacher. So apart from making the learners understand the basics of different subjects, it is the teacher's responsibility to ensure students' safety by gaining their trust. They have to understand needs of each individual student and report incidences of harassment and bullying that occur within the school premises. Also, if there is a strong doubt of neglect or abuse at home, or when a student discloses any such case, then it must be immediately notified to the right authorities, even if the involved student refrains from any such action. So, giving safety or making the student feel safe in the classroom or inside the school campus is the teachers. It is also the teacher's responsibility. Like for example, a teacher can create a positive and supportive classroom environment that encourages students to feel safe and comfortable. So this can involve establishing clear rules and boundaries, promoting respect and inclusivity, and addressing any instances of bullying or harassment that may occur. Ang kanisyang safety for all students is just simply a responsibility of a teacher na create og safety environment, positive and supportive environment for the students. So, naman dyan uban mga estudyante nga kanang they are very uncomfortable sa ilang pag-eskwela, especially kung daghan kay silang problema sa ilang balay. So, it is your responsibility as a teacher, or it is the teacher's responsibility na tagaan og attention ang ina nga kind of problems sa usa ka student, and para pod na ma-comfortable siya sa iyang pag-eskwela para sa mas motivated siya sa pag-eskwela. Then, if a teacher suspects neglect or abuse at home, or a student discloses such an incident, if kana nga incident nga mga na-abuse or na-harass sa anang balay, so they must immediately report it to the appropriate authorities. So, bisan pa sa imong estudyante baron, if bisan pag di siya musugot nga imo sang tabangan ana nga problem or manghimasok ka ana nga problem, if di siya musugot kay mahalok siya nga yung parents, o sampaan ba siya or unsa siya sa iyang parents, so it is still your responsibility nga buhaton na para masulban. Then this can include contacting Child Protective Service or services, local law enforcement, or other relevant agencies to ensure the safety and well-being of the students. So, dili lang kaayo for those problems sa mga students at home, but also the students' problem inside the classroom, like experiencing bullying and discrimination or harassment from his or her fellow students. So, ang kana siya mga problems, it is your responsibility to address, to help that, or to give solution of that. Then, by taking these actions, teachers can help to create a safe and nurturing learning environment that promotes the success and well-being of all the students. Kay if students feel comfortable, motivated, or inspired, or they have eagerness to learn, so it is easy for you as a teacher to impart the knowledge and to make them learn, di ba? And also for you to become an effective teacher. So dapat you treat your students equally, and you also provide a safety classroom environment for your students. So next is the commitment towards the profession. So it is the responsibility of a teacher to become committed with their profession, towards their profession. So anyone who aspires to work in this field must understand ethics related to this profession. They must represent accurate information about their qualifications, certifications of undertaken courses or workshops, and required licenses. Representing misleading information just to get entry into this profession can shatter your chances to a great extent. The teachers must report the progress of students and be fair in giving grades for assessment. Manipulating it or purposefully reconstructing student responses can land them with the fraudulent charges, thus leading to loss of job. So this commitment towards the profession, it is the teacher's responsibility as a professional. So this committed towards the profession as the responsibility of a teacher highlights the need for the teachers to accurately represent their qualifications, certifications, and licenses when entering the profession, and avoid misrepresenting information in order to gain an advantage. Honesty is the best policy. So dapat i-possess ni sa usa ka teacher, or dapat i-apply sa ni sa usa ka teacher sa iyang kaugalingon. And also us, as a future educators, nga dapat nga everything nga buhato na to, everything nga we're able or we're going to do to achieve, or mga process nga we are going to undergo to achieve this goal of becoming a teacher. So we should know, or we should always possess honesty. We should always portray, display honesty. Kay unsaon sa usa ka teacher, usa ka future teacher ang yang profession, kung ang tanan niyang paagi nga giagian nag-involve og mga lies, di ba? Para lang maapilaan ang profession is they are going to fake their kanang certificates, or unsa ba nga workshops, they are going to kanang panghambog nga they're able to attend this kind of workshops, seminars, and they're kanang suited to this kind of profession or work. So it is very bisag asa pa nga workplace, or unsa pa nga profession ang imong i-pursue, dapat you need to be an honest individual, di ba? Kay honesty is the best policy dyan. Another is that this responsibility also emphasizes the importance of fair assessment practices and the potential consequences of manipulating or constructing students' responses. Teachers are professional, and they are our role model, nga dapat they possess a very good deeds, and then they should possess honesty in everything. And then, for example, a teacher who misrepresents their qualifications may be seen as dishonest or untrustworthy by students. Kaya of course, kung ang usa ka teacher magsulti sa estudyante nga don't cheat, ang teacher himself kay don't cheating. So very unprofessional behavior. This can damage their situation of reputation and credibility, and negatively impact their chances of success in their profession. So imbes ang usa ka teacher is kanang gibuhat ng antanan para makuha na ang profession, ni-undergo na lang siya ni-apply na lang siya og mga lies, mga pangmakak para lang makuha na ang profession. Pero God is watching. God is always watching. So kana ang pagpamakak na-adyo na result yun na sa mga consequences, like sa usa ka teacher is the job loss. And then rumors pa nga maabot sa bisag asa nga lugar, about sa imong profession, about sa imo as a teacher. So daghang mga consequences ang ma-experience ako sa ka-teacher ko dishonest siya. In contrast sa katong mga teachers nga, naman yung mga teachers nga they are very naman yung teachers nga they are very committed sa ilang profession, di ba? They are very good, or they are really teaching their students, they are really trying the best to make their students learn, and then ang pag-compete pa sila sa grades is very accurate sad nga kanang if unsa ang gihatag sa student is mao sa jud ang ilang ihatag in return. So dili kay na favoritism, na ay mga threats nga buhaton sa teachers para sa students, ay uban nga unprofessional kay behavior nga i-portray, nasa uban nga teachers nga very committed, passionate sa ilang profession. So that is the third ethical conduct or responsibility of a teacher. A teacher should be committed with her or his profession. The next ethical conduct or responsibility of a teacher is cooperating with colleagues. So all teachers, administrators, and non-teaching staff that must collaborate to give a rich learning experience for the learners. Every teacher associated with the institution must adhere the guidelines set by the administrators. They should not speak negatively for the fellow employees and maintain an appropriate relationship with them. The teachers must keep personal and professional life different and abstain from indulging in any adult behaviors. So this responsibility of a teacher emphasizes the importance of collaboration, professionalism, and appropriate conduct among all staff members in an educational institution. So it highlights the needs for administrators also, and non-teaching staff to work together to create a rich and effective learning environment for students. So it also stresses the importance of adhering to institutional guidelines, maintaining positive relationship within the colleagues or with colleagues, and avoiding unprofessional behavior. For example, a teacher who speaks negatively about their colleagues may create a toxic and divisive atmosphere that negatively impacts the entire institution. So, teachers who collaborate effectively, maintain professionalism, and adhere to institutional guidelines can create a positive and supportive learning environment that benefits students, staff, the institution as a whole. So, kung ikaw nga teacher is gada ka og positive vibe sa eskwelahan, especially sa classroom, so of course, ang vibes sa mga estudyante is very energetic, positive, kay, di ba, ikaw man ilang role model. And then, kung imos lang i-inspire o imos lang i-motivate to just go with the flow lang, happy lang. So, of course, ang imong student, kay, kanang, they're able to apply positivity sad. So, by working together and maintaining high standards of conduct and professionalism, educators can create a culture of mutual respect, support, and learning that benefits everyone involved in the educational process. So that ends my report. Those ethical conduct or responsibilities of teachers are very understandable for us since we are a future or soon to be educators. So we already know those kanang responsibilities nga dapat nato i-possess. And there are other ethical responsibilities of teachers that will be tackled by Ms. Richelle Nabog.
Next, interaction with parents and community. Educators must engage in positive interactions with parents or guardians for the child's future. In the case of the troublesome parents, the meetings must be conducted under the supervision of the administrator or with the help of other teachers. They must not give in to unduly demands by parents. Teachers can be regarded as a guiding light as they play an important role in shaping the lives of many individuals. They are strong role models and to have the rational behavior toward the students. Teachers, principals, and superintendents know that the parents' interest and involvement in their child's learning can have a profound effect on a child's success in school. Studies show when parents and community members are engaged in schools, students perform better, attendance increases, and dropout rates are lower. Schools involve parents and community members in many ways. Parents help with the homework, community members assist with the school events or make decisions with teachers and principals about how to improve student achievement. Through this interaction, learners can extend their horizons to develop the attitude, skills, and knowledge they needed to become effective citizens. So next one is keep learning. A professional code of conduct demands attentiveness to continuing education requirements and career development. You must research new teaching methods, attend classes to maintain your certifications, consult colleagues for professional advice, participate in curriculum improvements, and stay up to date on technical advancement for the classroom. Today's careers look nothing like they did 20 or even just 10 years ago. Like technology, the field of education evolves so fast that techniques, skills, and technologies become obsolete within 5 to 10 years. That is why being a lifelong learner plays an important role in educational process. It helps educators incorporate new tools and strategies into the learning process to boost their students' learning development. In other words, one of the most important reasons for opting for a lifelong learner is the fast-changing technology worldwide. Due to fast-changing technology, you must learn to operate essential new technologies to keep on with the pace of the world. By doing lifelong learning, teachers can set an excellent example for students because those teachers are learning while teaching. This hard work gets recognized by students, which creates a positive mindset and in turn can encourage students to develop into lifelong learning. Effective teachers should share their learning experience to inspire them to be lifelong learners. Furthermore, today's world is a fast-changing environment where one can't rely on old teachings and mindset. Hence, everyone must know the art of learning irrespective of age. For teachers, learning is essential because teaching methods are changing very frequently. The new technology keeps on adding to the existing ones, making it necessary for teachers to have a learning attitude. Next one is the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers under the provisions of the paragraph Article 11 of RA number 7836, also known as the Philippines Professionalizations Act of 1994, and the paragraph A, section 6 PD number 223 as amended. The Board for Professional Teachers hereby adopts the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers, but we will focus on Article 3, the teachers and the community. So let us have first the teacher as facilitator of learning. In section state that the teacher is a facilitator of learning and the development of the youth. He shall therefore render the best service by providing an environment conducive to such learning and growth. The teacher who believes that every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connections and insists they become the best they can be, is like Teacher Rita Person in the TED Talks. So learning is a difficult task and is made easier when you make the dry lessons interesting, exciting, and enjoyable. We future educators can make learning easier when we simply the complex and concretize the abstract. This is what is ethical for every professional teacher like ought to do. This is what we can do after this 4 long years of academic preparation. Talking about conducive environment, it is a pleasant environment where the learners can be themselves, and all forms of bullying have no place in a conducive learning environment. It is must that you as a teachers create an environment where learners believe they can do the work and they feel accepted. Next is teacher leadership and initiative for community participation. Section 2 states that every teacher shall provide leadership and initiative to actively participate in community movements for moral, social, educational, economic, and civic betterment. So this implies that as a professional teacher, you do not have to wait for the community to ask for help. Like if the barangay plan to improve the literacy in the community, you as a teacher can volunteer to tutor. Volunteer meaning you will do it without pay and any other charitable activities. Next is professional teacher with honor and dignity. Section 3 states that every teacher shall merit reasonable social recognition for which purpose he shall behave with honor and dignity at all times and refrain such activities as gambling, smoking, drunkenness, and other excesses, much less illicit relations. Society expects so much of teachers that when they fail to live up to the challenge to behave or model good behavior, they are condemned without trial. It is no wonder why many are afraid to answer the call of teaching. Society seems to expect much more from professional teachers than from other professional. So why is teacher dili pwede manugal, mag-inom in public, dili mag-post sa Facebook nga nakabikini? And why sa other profession pwede man? Maybe because when we say teacher, they are not only teaching academic information, but also values in life. Because how can we teach learners what is right and wrong if you as a teacher are not following what is right and not avoiding what is wrong? As what mentioned a while ago, teachers is a role model. There is a saying, the influence of a good teacher can never be erased, but the influence of a dishonorable teacher is as lasting.
Good morning once again. So let us now move forward to the teacher's attitude toward local customs and traditions. So Section 4 states that every teacher shall live for and with the community, therefore study and understand local customs and traditions in order to have sympathetic attitude, therefore refrain from disparaging the community. So, teachers play a critical role in promoting cultural awareness and respect in the classroom. And one important aspect of this is their attitude toward local customs and traditions. By understanding and valuing the customs and traditions of their students, teachers can create a more inclusive and welcoming classroom environment. Best example of this is kanaganing when teachers are assigned to a place away from their homeland or locality. So in order for them to fit, they must learn to adjust the culture and traditions and na place, as believe na a professional teacher is neither ethnocentric nor xenocentric. So he or she must not think na mas superior iyahang culture kaysa sa community na nabilong na siya. And on the same way, dili pud niya ilet na ma-inferior or i-look down lang pud iyahang culture. So this must be balanced lang kay every culture is unique man, right? And furthermore, teachers who show respect for local customs and traditions can help to build trust and rapport with their students. When students see that their teachers are genuinely interested in their culture and customs, they are more likely to feel valued and respected. So this can also create a positive learning environment where students feel safe to share their perspectives and ideas. And however, it is important for teachers to be sensitive to cultural differences and avoid imposing their own cultural values on their students. Teachers should be open-minded and willing to learn from their students rather than assuming that their own cultural norms are the only correct ones. By respecting and valuing the diversity of their students, teachers can create a more harmonious and tolerant classroom environment. So, in conclusion, teachers' attitudes towards local customs and traditions are crucial for promoting cultural awareness and respect in the classroom. By embracing cultural diversity and creating a welcoming and inclusive learning environment, teachers can help to build trust, again, as I said a while ago, and promote empathy and understanding among students from different cultural backgrounds. Next is professional teacher and information update. So, being a professional teacher is more than just a job. I think we all know that. It is a vocation that requires a strong commitment to excellence, a passion for learning, and a deep understanding of the needs of the students. A professional teacher is dedicated to their craft and strives to provide the best possible education to their students. Um, Teacher shall help the school inform the community about the school's work, accomplishments, needs, and problems. So, di ba, school is one of the social institutions that belong in the community. Man, so therefore, they need to inform the community pod as well about the activities, as I've said, accomplishments, needs, and problems that occur inside the school. Through this, they will give the community a sense of ownership wherein it can help them address problems or needs sa school. So, for instance, di ba, katong sa provincial meet na nahitabo ron, di ba, you can see athletes from elementary and high school training here in our university sa CTU. So, we can say that the community are informed about sa activities na ilahang giapilan kay they are welcome man sa atong school, and ang if nakabantay pod mo kay ang barangay poblasyon pod kay ni offer og kanang free rides back and forth sa mga, for the athletes, which I guess a very big help for them kay unsa na to mga nagpuyo sa layo and then walay kaning ika-afford for fare gani. So by that, we can see na the school and the community are working together to gain more accomplishments as a whole. And then moving on to the parent-teacher associations. So, parent-teacher associations, or also known as the PTAs, are voluntary organizations that bring together parents, teachers, and administrations to support and improve the educational experiences of students. PTAs provide a forum for open communication, collaboration, and advocacy between parents and teachers. So they are an important part of the educational system and can have a significant impact on the lives of the students that promote tasting yatay. And they can have a significant impact on the success of the students. And I guess we are all familiar with it na kay naani pag elementary hantod high school nato, and it's not new for us pod kay before, di ba? We would ask our parents to come to school kay lagi na ay PTA meeting. And I guess kay ba na pod mo unsay mahitabuan na sa PTA. So some would want to attend jud ani kay kaning most especially if naa sila i-suggest na project para sa school, no, ang mga parents. Then one of the key roles of a PTA is to organize events and activities that promote student learning and engagement. So this can include fundraising events to support school programs, community service, and cultural events that celebrate diversity. And then, PTAs also serve as a voice for parents in the decision-making process at schools. PTAs can advocate for policies and programs that benefit students and families and can provide input to school administrators and governing bodies. This can help ensure that schools are responsive to the needs of the community and are providing high-quality education. So, overall, PTAs are a valuable resource for schools and communities. They bring together parents and teachers to support student success, promote community engagement, and advocate for policies that benefit students and families. Parents and teachers should consider getting involved in their local PTA to make a positive impact on the education of their children. Hope gets it. And then now is we have the school governing council. So the school governing council, or the SGC, is a group of elected members that are responsible for overseeing the management of a school. SGCs play an important role in ensuring that schools are providing high quality education to students and are responsive to the needs of the community. The primary role of the SGC is to provide strategic direction and guidance to the school's leadership team. SGCs work with the principal and other school leaders to develop policies and plans that support the school's vision and goals. Excuse me. They also monitor the implementation of these policies and plans to ensure that they are having a positive impact on student achievement. In addition to providing strategic guidance, SGC also play a key role in promoting engagement and involvement in the school. SGCs provide a forum for parents, teachers, and community members to come together and discuss issues related to the school. They also organize events and activities that promote community involvement, such as volunteer programs and cultural events. Overall, SGC are an essential part of the educational system. They provide a platform for community involvement and input, promote strategic planning and implementation, and then ensure that schools are responsive to the needs of the community. Parents and community members should consider getting involved in their local SGC to make a positive impact on the education of their children and their community. So that's all. Thank you.
Good day, Dr. Bedoya. I am Cadet Chastrin Winco, the fourth reporter of Group 7. And the first assigned topic to me is all about the professional teacher and government officials and other professionals. So Section 7 states that every teacher shall maintain harmonious and pleasant personal and official relations with other professionals, with government officials, and with the people individually or collectively. As a professional teacher, you cannot afford to not be in pleasant relations with others, especially those with whom you work with. Like other professional teachers, it is always best to be in good term with everyone else in the community. So, as a professional, no, we really have this honor and dignity with ourselves, but we must respect and hear other people, mapa professional man or dili professional. So, for example, is the relationship between the other government officials and a professional teacher. For example, first example is when voting, no? Kung mag-vote ta is ang pinaka known jud nga butaranan ana nga day is mga school. So, before we vote, kita nga mga tao, ang mga teachers is they will be having a preparation para ready sila nga mo-guide sa mga tao. So, ang ganing preparation nila is they have to collaborate or communicate with other people that is a government official or that is under government official. So, mga professional man o dili, dapat kaybaw ka nga mo respeto. Because as professional, we have to be responsible and we have to apply our obligation. So, ang mga teacher is need man mo collaborate. So, inig votings na after knowing di ka na pamaagi na bitaw kung unsaon. So, bisan pa if kay ba na sila, butangan dyan na sila kada room o mausa or duha ba ka individual or under government official nga mugayad gyapon sa ilaha. So, una siya naamgi mga kakulian or mga kanang di pagkasinabtanay, dapat magstorya sila tarong dili kay bigay professional, dali-dali o lang sa niyag storya dito nga kanang kuan, kung anong inani may nahitabo, anong kuan man, man nagaling eskwelahan ang gigamit, pero kuan inana bitaw, nabi inana yun nga mga tao no nga may kay manumbat, kay abi kay professional na to, professional sila niya, ang katilang katubang is dili or bisan professional ilahang katubang, nandiyo yung mga tao nga, kanang hawag kayo mo storya, so kana ba, as a professional, no, we should know the rules and the obligations of kanang every part of it. Not just kanang kanang ipakita tong garbo as a professional. Napay other nga kanang situation or kanang example ani kanang sa eskwelahan na dyan mismo nga ang parents sa ato ang mga students. So as a teacher, as a professional teacher, no, you have to kanang everyday life na dyan yung mga challenges nga kanang for example ang bata sensitive kaayo niya, ang kanang teacher is kanang so ang bata nisumbong sa iyang parents, so atuan siya sa parents niya, ang ubang parents po nila mga professional kay di po ni makigdigi po ni di siya makipildi no niya, di tapos siya mong ano yung nanaan ni, so ikaw nga kanang kay ba kasi mong kaugalingon nga wala ka sala or kanang na kay katungod pod ayaw sukol sa it doesn't mean na dili mo sukol no, dapat kalmado lang ang tanan ba kanang ipaagi bitaw siya sa maayo nga proseso ang inyong panag-istoryahay kay kanang wala man may maayo nga maani pod atong inyong panagsumbatay lang tungod sa bata. So mo to have a good relationship with other people, mapa-professional man o dili, kay kanang og dili man gani kitay ko sad himuon sa jibi atang sadan. So unsay sad nasa tay batasan nga ang bata atong pakasadaan bisag dili siya ang angay nga pakasadaan atong nga butang kanang for example madala ta sa emosyon. So as a professional teacher, as a teacher, we should not bring our problems due to work due ta, but then na yung mga tao nga di pod makakontrol sa ilang emotion, labi na ang bata is where in nata sa elementary na sign kaya ba kayo like nandiyan ang pagsurang-surang wherein naanad sila nga sa ilang balay nga kaya kaayo sila. So mo to siya, that is all about the kanang we're talking about the professionalism where we apply the good relationship with other professionals and individuals. The second is the professional teacher does not use position to proselyte. So section 8 states that a teacher possessed to attend church and worship as appropriate, but shall not use his positions and influence to proselyte others. So sa kanisa siyang part is diba, naman dyan ay, depende naman na to if gusto ba ta nga maybe it is advisable but it depends on us if we want to involve into church obligations in worshiping God. So, as a teacher, kung gusto ka, na kay katungod, nga musulod. Pag dili ka, na kay katungod, nga mustay lang, huwag mo ka lang, balibal lang. But as a teacher, as a professional, not professional, we have to be flexible. Oh, of course, it is also our obligation nga mo alagad sa atong komunidad. And to be also in position means to have an influence to proselyte others. To be in a position means to power or influence for a purpose. So to be in position means to have perform your job as a professional teacher. It is highly unprofessional for a teacher like you to use your position of influence to proselyte. Besides, freedom of religion is guaranteed by 1987 Philippine Constitution. No law should be made respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. The free exercise and enjoyment of religious profession and worship without discrimination or preference shall forever be allowed. That's according to Article 2, Section 6. So, as a teacher for example nagsugod na kag-alagad sa kanang kaning religion, and you encourage, it's okay to encourage, but like you give hope and inspiration to your students. So while discussing is nasimang mo, like na student, why not, sulod ka og kuan. Dahil na bitong approach. Murag dili na kayo siya entitled for us teachers or the professionals para mabuot sa lahat. So, let them decide for their own and there are also law kana na ikatungod ang tanan mo kundi og ilang religion mo. So, let us not kanang kuan ito. Ano ito murag kuan na jud pugos na jud sa uban para moari nga ani nga religion or kanang atong impluwensya ko like we lang motivate lang or unsa ba what if in case na ka sa simbahan then daghan sa ani nga religion na nasa imo nya nato for example na gamay nga mga tawag kanang lahi og religion no let them be in that kanang religion let them embrace their own kanang wants bitaw or wants in life. So mo ni siya ang gipasabot sa kanang ikaduha nga punto nga a teacher possess freedom to attend church and worship as appropriate but shall not use his position and influence to persuade others. Or kanang dili bitaw wala jud kay katungod nga kanang muyon nga ikaw balhin ka nga religion ina bitaw kanang we should understand that every one of us has the right to kanang kuan has the right or freedom in choosing our own religion. Third is the Article 8, disciplinary actions. Section 1, any violation of any provisions of this code shall sufficient ground for the imposition against the erring teacher of the disciplinary action consisting of revocation of his certification of registration and license as professional teacher, suspension from the practices of teaching profession, reprimand or cancellation of his temporary special permit under causes specified in Section 23, Article 3 or Republic Act Number 7836 and under Rule 31, Article 8 of the Rules and Regulations implementing RA Republic Act 7836. So, kani, daghan jud kay situation ani sa Philippines nga nalaban hitabo. Like before, ang mga times before is katong okay ra kayo to katong magkinusiay kusinan sa teacher inana ko niya kada daghang mga murag consequences bitaw for example di mag-assignment is magpa-set on the air so kaagi sa jud na to kaagi sa namo before way back when we were elementary but now the system has changed nga daghan na kayo gulo nga di pa ko ano gimando or di pa gawas sa kanang ato ang country nga kanang ang mga bata bitaw kay kanang murag na himo na nilang kuan nahimo na silang sensitive kaayo tungkol sa mga law. For example, murag makagan lang sa teacher gamay is kung ano din, sumbong na din sa mama niya si mama kay kuan sa kayo kanang so laban sa kayo sa anak ko na giadto na din si teacher na giaway na din si teacher so kita di ba unsahay makalitan sa yung siguro mga teacher no kanang inana din reaction sa parents kanang dili ka tanungon og kanang kuan ba dili ka tanungon og singani dili ka tanungon og dool bitaw nga kanang naginaw jud kag sinang kanang tanong lang ang lang ma'am kanang unsa din hitabo ninyo sa akong anak ma'am kay ang akong anak ma'am guys magulaan ako sa balay sige maghilak ni pangutan ko magtulala ina na bitaw so nagabikas teacher of students si parents dapat formal pud ang iyang pagkitok kang teacher din regular ko ang uban mula ko pa og tulfo mula ko pa og kanang unsa ba na diha pasok sa yung kununghay nga padadaan si teacher og unsa ba na diha sulat na diha nga patuon sa kanang barangay ka barangay na teacher. So, mo na siya pinakalikayan po sa mga teacher no nga ang magtigi o maayo sa mga bata as long as you can hold your patient then hold your patient but if lahi na po nga case if parents na dyan nga di ka mo formal ka ng talk professionally so it's also their obligation nga kung ano nilang anak, disiplinahan nilang anak. Do not obligasyon, but mas obligasyon po nila nga disiplinahan nilang anak. So, kani siya, moto, ang katupong kanang pagdala sa atong problema sa kanang ato ang work as a professional here sa atong room, no? It should not be kanang kuan jud, kanang possessed jud kay as a teacher no. So, kung imong mo ba damay na natibok nimo nga mga bata, manumbong sa ilang parents. So, kanang wala jud kay dapat nga kanang ipagawas nga bati unta sa mga bata labi ng elementary na kana sa mga libag-libag or storya-storya nga nya ang imong gilibag ang istorya kay giunay din mga estudyante so dapat refrain or minimize jud na as a teacher so og di ka gusto nga mabawian ka og kanang kuan singa ni og di ka gusto nga mabawian ka og lisensya or suspenso sa imong trabaho ayaw pag mga bati dapat mo follow ka sa rules no mo na siya ang gistate there is article nga o magbuhat gani ka og kanang dili wala na nakasunod sa rules nga gihatag sa atong country is mamahimo jud nga mabawian ka og lisensya o kanang masuspenso ka sa imong trabaho tungod lang atong lang kasi pag gamay kayo ang kosa na butang mamahimo jud nga kanang matangtangan ka og trabaho parehan lang like for example I'm not degrading other people but na jud example nga nigawas atong teacher nga ni absent for 2 days katong ang iyang teacher nag-video siya while ga TikTok nag-video siya while ga TikTok then ato ba nga sa iyang mga estudyante pero siya rin nakita sa video but ga-mention siya og mga pangalan ko pareha ko nag-answer si kuan cheating ko no so as a teacher no it's okay nga mga saba kasi mga mga bata man but ayaw pag video niya i-post pa dyan niya sa TikTok public so mo to naalarma ang mga katawhan labi na ang other professionals o mga teachers na nakakita ato which is kibaw nga sayo dito yung gibuhat nga si teacher po after posting the video is ayaw pagod to siya naka-realize nga sayo pang iyang gibuhat so we cannot also blame the students and we cannot also blame the teacher pero the law is there so pwede yun siya nga matangtangan o lisensya or ma-suspenso so si teacher is na puno na sa kanang batiko sa mga tao through kanang internet no and wala na siya nisod sa eskwelahan. Mas apektado pa nung apektado po kayo si teacher. Of course, luoy po sila students, apektado po kayo. Though they cheat, but the teacher should kanang settle na lang unta. Settle that kanang case na lang unta in private. For the conclusion of our overall report, it is observed that usually more attention has been paid to codes of professional ethics for teachers than the ethical philosophy underlying them. Considering the ethical relations the teacher with his followers, it is important to note at the outset that though these relations only indirectly affect a child, ultimately they are governed by the same ethical imperative of keeping one's eye single to the best interest of the child. All the time, it is the teacher who ceaseless effort to do good for their disciples, as well as other people of the society. Again, it is said that everybody cannot be teachers, but some enlightened and blessed people can. Thus, the teachers are always different, and teaching as a profession indicates a different dimension of honor and dignity. So we must always remember that professionals are kanang very kuanjud. When we say professional, it is very crucial to talk with because we have the responsibility and obligation that we must further kanang apply. And as a teacher, we must always be careful to our actions through our students for us to be able to maintain a harmonious relationship with the students as well as with other peoples in the community. That ends our report and I hope you learn something. Thank you.